Have you ever felt like a candle that is burning at both ends just to keep everyone else warm? There is a terrifying moment that happens to the kindest people. It's a quiet moment. It doesn't happen with a scream, or a fight, or a crash. It happens when you look in the mirror one morning and you realize you don't recognize the person staring back. You have given away so many pieces of yourself to others, pieces of your time, your money, your heart, that there is nothing left for you. This is the story of Elias. And if you are the type of person who can't say no, I need you to listen closely, because Elias was about to learn that the most dangerous thing you can do is lose yourself while trying to save everyone else. Elias was the man everyone called, but no one really knew. You know someone like him. Maybe you are him. He was 42 years old, worked as a senior architect, and had a smile that reached his eyes but didn't quite light them up anymore. His phone was never silent. Elias, can you cover my shift? My kid is sick. Elias, I'm short on rent again. Just this once? Elias, we need you to lead the project. You're the only one we trust. And the answer was always the same. A soft, automatic, of course, I'll handle it. He believed what we are all taught from childhood, that to be a good person means to be a selfless person. He thought his value in this world was measured by how much weight he could carry for others. One Tuesday in November, it rained. A cold, biting rain. Elias had just finished a 14-hour shift. He was exhausted. His bones ached. As he walked to his car, his phone rang. It was his younger brother, Marcus. Elias, Marcus said, his voice frantic. I messed up. I need you to drive to the old warehouse district. Now, please. Elias looked at his shaking hands. He had a fever. He hadn't eaten since breakfast. But the old script played in his head. If I don't go, I am selfish. I'm on my way, Elias whispered. That night changed everything, but not in the way you might think. Elias drove through the rain, his head pounding. He arrived to find Marcus simply needed a ride because he didn't want to pay for a taxi in the rain. Marcus hopped in, laughing, complaining about the weather, completely blind to his brother's pale face and trembling hands. Elias drove him home in silence. When he finally got back to his own empty apartment, he collapsed onto his sofa. He didn't even take off his coat. He fell asleep, and he dreamed. In his dream, he was standing in a vast, dry desert. He was holding a glass of water. It was the only water for miles. People were surrounding him. Friends, family, co-workers, strangers. They all held empty cups. Pour me some, one said. I'm thirstier, said another. Elias went down the line, pouring a drop here, a splash there. He gave until the glass was dry. But the line of people didn't end. They looked at his empty glass with anger. Why did you stop? They yelled. We are still thirsty. Elias tried to speak, to say, I have nothing left. But no sound came out. He looked down at his own hands, and they were turning to dust, blowing away in the wind. He woke up gasping for air. It was 3 a.m. The fever was gone, but something had broken inside his chest. He realized the truth that hits us all too late. You cannot pour from an empty cup. And worse, the people who love you for your utility will abandon you the moment you become useless. The next morning, Elias did something he had never done before. He turned his phone off. He called his office. I am not coming in. But Elias, the deadline. I am not coming in. Click. For 3 days, Elias sat in his apartment. He watched the sun move across the floorboards. He ate simple meals. He slept. When he finally turned his phone back on, he had 47 missed calls and 102 messages. But as he scrolled through them, he noticed a painful pattern. Not one message asked, how are you? Not one asked, are you okay? They were all demands, requests, needs. Where are you? I need the file. Call me back. I need a favor." The realization washed over him like cold water. He hadn't built relationships. He had built dependencies. He wasn't loved. He was used. This is the hardest part of the journey, isn't it? The moment you realize that your friends were only friends with your generosity, not with your soul. Elias decided to run an experiment. He would start saying, "No." Not with anger, not with excuses, just no. The first time was with a coworker who always forgot his wallet at lunch. "Elias, cover me?" Elias looked him in the eye. "Not today, John." John laughed, thinking it was a joke. Then he saw Elias's face. The smile was gone. John paid for his own lunch, and he never invited Elias out again. The circle around Elias began to shrink. It was terrifying. He lost friends he had known for years. His brother stopped calling when the money stopped flowing. His weekends became quiet. For months, Elias felt a terrible loneliness. He thought he had made a mistake. He thought, maybe I am selfish. Maybe I am bad. But nature hates a vacuum. When you clear out the weeds, you finally have room to plant flowers. 6 months later, Elias was sitting in a park, sketching in a notebook just for fun, something he hadn't done since art school. A woman sat down on the bench opposite him. Her name was Sarah. She saw his sketch. "That's beautiful," she said. "You have a gift." They started talking. They talked for hours. And then, the moment came. The moment Elias used to dread. Sarah looked at her watch. "Oh, I'm late to meet my sister. I'm actually a bit short on cash for the bus." She paused, checking her pockets. Old Elias would have immediately offered $20. He would have bought her affection, but new Elias just smiled sympathetically. "That sounds stressful. I hope you find it in your other bag." He didn't offer. He didn't fix it. And do you know what Sarah did? She laughed. "I'm sure I will." She didn't get angry. She didn't leave. Because she wasn't looking for a savior. She was looking for a connection. Elias realized then that true love, whether it is friendship or romance, does not require payment. You do not have to buy your seat at the table. You just have to be there. Over the next year, Elias built a new life. A smaller life, perhaps, but a real one. The people who remained were the ones who checked on him, the ones who brought him soup when he was sick, the ones who loved Elias, the man, not Elias, the ATM machine or the problem solver. Elias's story is not unique. It is a warning. There is a difference between being kind and being a doormat. Kindness comes from a place of strength. People-pleasing comes from a place of fear. Fear that you are not enough. Fear that if you stop giving, you will stop mattering. But here is the truth you need to take with you today. Setting boundaries is not an act of war. It is an act of self-respect. Those who get angry when you set a boundary are the ones who benefited from you having none. Let them go. Let them walk away. Because the people who truly belong in your life will respect your no just as much as they appreciate your yes. Don't set yourself on fire to keep others warm. The right people will sit beside you and appreciate your light without demanding you burn out.